Welcome to the Personal Improvement Now podcast, where we focus on personal growth and a better quality of life. For the next few months, our podcast episodes published on Fridays will include readings from Maestro Cercia's ebook titled Self-Improvement Tips and Suggestions, in Search for a Better Quality of Life. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Welcome to the Personal Improvement Now podcast, where we share tips and suggestions for becoming better by overcoming obstacles limiting our success. In today's episode, we begin with Maestro Cercia's ebook titled Self-Improvement Tips and Suggestions in Search for a Better Quality of Life. Today we cover Chapter 2, The Power of Accountability, including Subchapter, Why Accountability Matters. Are you ready? Let's begin. Chapter 2: The Power of Accountability. Why Accountability Matters. Have you ever felt like you're treading water, struggling to stay afloat amidst the demands of daily life? Perhaps you've set ambitious goals, only to find yourself falling short time and time again. If this sounds familiar, then it's time to embrace the transformative power of accountability. Accountability, at its core, is the willingness to take full responsibility for our actions, decisions, and their consequences. It's a deceptively simple concept, yet one that has the power to catalyze profound personal growth. By holding ourselves accountable, we unlock a pathway to self-empowerment, fueling our drive and determination to overcome obstacles and achieve our dreams. But why is accountability such a game-changer in our personal growth journey? Let's dive in and explore the nuances of this transformative principle. The provoking question: what if you could unlock your full potential by simply owning your actions? Picture this: you've set your sights on a lofty goal, one that fills you with excitement and a sense of purpose. You meticulously plan your approach, mapping out every step along the way. Yet, as time passes, you find yourself veering off course, making excuses and letting distractions sidetrack you. Suddenly, that once vibrant goal begins to fade, replaced by a nagging feeling of disappointment and self-doubt. Sound familiar? This scenario is all too common, and it's precisely where the power of accountability can make all the difference. By taking full responsibility for our actions, we empower ourselves to break free from the shackles of excuses and embrace the path of progress. The problem with a lack of accountability is that it allows us to absolve ourselves of any real responsibility for our outcomes. When we blame external factors or make excuses, we relinquish our agency and hand over our power to circumstances beyond our control. This mindset can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, trapping us in a cycle of unfulfilled dreams and unrealized potential. Conversely, when we embrace accountability, we reclaim our power and take charge of our lives. We acknowledge that the successes and failures we experience are a direct result of the decisions and actions we take, or fail to take. This shift in perspective is transformative, as it empowers us to make meaningful changes and take proactive steps towards our goals. But accountability isn't just about taking responsibility for the outcomes we desire, it's also about owning our mistakes and missteps. When we make a mistake or encounter a setback, the temptation is often to point fingers or make excuses. However, true growth comes from the willingness to acknowledge our errors, learn from them, and use that knowledge to improve our future actions. Many people approach personal growth with the mindset of quick fixes or shortcuts. They seek out the latest self-help fad, hoping to find a magic solution that will transform their lives overnight. However, sustainable change requires a deeper level of commitment and ownership. Accountability is the foundation upon which lasting transformation is built. Introducing the power of accountability. Embracing accountability is not always easy. It requires us to confront our fears, challenge our limiting beliefs, and face the reality of our choices. However, the rewards of this journey are immeasurable. When we take full responsibility for our actions, we unlock a sense of empowerment and control over our lives. Instead of feeling like passive victims of circumstance, we become the captains of our own ships, navigating the waters of life with intentionality and purpose. Accountability also fuels our drive and determination. By taking ownership of our goals and the steps required to achieve them, we become more invested in the process. We are no longer just passive observers, but active participants in our own growth and transformation. Moreover, accountability fosters resilience. When we face setbacks or challenges, instead of crumbling under the weight of self-pity or blame, we approach these obstacles with a problem-solving mindset. We ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? And how can I use this to propel myself forward? To illustrate the power of accountability, let's consider the example of Sarah, a young professional who had always struggled with time management. Despite her best intentions, she constantly found herself falling behind on deadlines, missing important meetings, and feeling overwhelmed by the demands of her job. One day, Sarah realized that her lack of accountability was holding her back. She decided to take a different approach, starting by acknowledging her struggles and taking full responsibility for her actions, or lack thereof. She created a detailed schedule, set reminders, and committed to following through on her commitments, no matter what. At first, it was challenging. Sarah had to confront her tendency to make excuses and her fear of failure. But as she continued to hold herself accountable, something remarkable happened. Her time management skills improved, her productivity soared, and she started to experience a newfound sense of confidence and control over her life. Sarah's story is a testament to the transformative power of accountability. By owning her actions and taking responsibility for her outcomes, she was able to break free from the cycle of procrastination and self-doubt, paving the way for her personal and professional success. Addressing potential objections. Of course, the idea of embracing accountability isn't without its challenges. Some may argue that it's easier said than done, or that it's simply not realistic to expect people to take full responsibility for their actions in a world filled with unpredictable circumstances and external factors. To this, I would counter that while it's true that we can't control every aspect of our lives, we do have the power to control our own responses and the choices we make. Accountability isn't about denying the existence of obstacles or challenges. It's about recognizing that, even in the face of adversity, we have the ability to adapt, learn, and grow. Another potential objection might be that accountability can be emotionally taxing, requiring us to confront our mistakes and failures head-on. This is a valid concern, as owning our shortcomings can be a humbling and uncomfortable experience. However, this discomfort is ultimately a necessary step towards personal growth and transformation. By embracing accountability, we learn to approach our mistakes with compassion and curiosity, rather than self-judgment and shame. We recognize that failure is not the end of the road, but rather an opportunity to gain valuable insights and refine our approach. This mindset shift can be incredibly liberating, as it frees us from the burden of perfection and allows us to focus on continuous improvement. Taking the next step, embracing accountability in your life. If you're ready to unlock the transformative power of accountability, here are some practical steps you can take. 1. Start by identifying areas of your life where you tend to make excuses or shift blame. Be honest with yourself and acknowledge where you've been falling short. 2. Create a clear and specific plan of action for addressing these areas. What concrete steps can you take to take responsibility and drive progress? 3. Enlist the support of trusted friends, family members, or mentors who can hold you accountable and provide encouragement along the way. 4. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Acknowledge the progress you've made and use that momentum to fuel your continued growth. 5. Embrace a growth mindset. When faced with setbacks or challenges, View them as opportunities to learn and improve, rather than as failures. Remember, the journey of personal growth is not a sprint, but a marathon. By embracing accountability and taking ownership of your actions, you'll unlock a wellspring of resilience, determination, and self-empowerment that will propel you towards your goals with unstoppable momentum.
Thank you for being part of today's Personal Improvement Now podcast. As we work towards personal growth, we also contribute positively to our communities by inspiring those around us to pursue their own journeys of improvement. Ultimately, prioritizing personal development now lays the groundwork for a more resilient society, capable of overcoming future obstacles together. You are invited to visit our official website at www.sersea.space. We also have an inspirational YouTube channel with hundreds of motivational videos at www.bit.ly/personalimprovement now.